Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Live in El Path Studios right now. As usual, I'm up in here working, holding it down on Carlita's way. You already know. Shout out to Carlita for doing her thing, holding it down. You know, we up in here getting it in, basically a normal day for me. Come in here, record. If the engineers are not here, I basically learned how to record myself using the Pro Tools. You know, I got tired of waiting on everybody, so I'm just getting into a nice mix down right here.
All I know is the hood life. Came up, had to hustle for dough. Tryna strive for the good life. I don't wanna struggle no more. All I know is the hood life. Came up, had to hustle for dough. Tryna strive for the good life. I don't wanna struggle no more. Which way to go? Sometimes I don't know, man. I know. If my mind is straight, then I'm straight when I hit the pearly gates, right? Which way to go? Sometimes I don't know. I know.
Tell me something about who you are.
Well, my name is Chynk Showtyme. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I was raised in South Newark on Shepherd Avenue between Bergen and Osborne. Came up in a, you know, musician kind of family. Grandfather plays the saxophone, the flute, piano. My grandmother, you know, worked in the industry for about 45 years. So, you know, I come from a music background family. That's why I guess I'm so into music. And, you know, everybody knows me as Joseph on the street, but you know, they call me Chynk. Well, I picked the name Chynk because of, obviously you can see because of my eyes. And, you know, I look a little Chinese, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, Chynk was the perfect fit for me. And, you know, Showtime is just like, you know, when I get in my mode and, you know, I'm zoning, you know, it's showtime whenever I get in my zone.
How did you get into the music business?
Well, you know, listening to rap, coming up listening to Boogie Down Productions, Eric B. and Rakim, you know, all the classics, LL Cool J, you know, and as I said, my grandmother worked in the industry for 45 years, so I was always around it. My grandfather used to play music, you know, I used to play the piano when I was younger too, so it's just always been around me, you know what I mean? So I kind of like inherited it.
Okay, and you were speaking about like when you were a child listening to older hip-hop songs.
Yeah.
Speaking of your childhood, does any of your experiences, your childhood experiences, play out in your music?
Oh, definitely. You know, you have, you go through a lot of situations, and me being from the ghetto, went through a lot. You know what I mean? I had to really, you know, not make the terrible decisions, or if I did, you know, I had to learn from them real quick and bounce back. So, you know, I talk about the streets every day. A lot of my music, you know, I do both kind of sounds. You know, I do raw when it's a reason for it, or, you know, political when you're talking about something on the streets where, you know, everybody's getting locked up and no jobs are being out there, you know. So basically what I write about my everyday, or like stuff that I hear, you know, or my boys, or what they encountered on the street, you know, and I just talk about it.
Okay.
So everything's not from first person. Sometimes it's from third too.
Tell me about the exposure of your music around the world.
Well, I haven't really got it exposed around the world as much as I want to yet, but I got it exposed over in India. You know, I have a lot of stuff going on over there. Shout out to, you know, Yuvan, shout out to Ramji, shout out to everybody in India. Shout out to Dubai for having us at the cricket stadium. Shout out to the director. And basically that's where I'm at in the world right now, where I'm heavy. You know, I got some stuff floating in the West Coast right now, you know, and you know, I'm just trying to get it out there. And actually when I went over there, the love that they gave me was so beautiful that, you know, you can't forget that. You know what I mean? It was unforgettable. And you know, they have love for people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we come from hoods where, you know, people want to come up and you know, you got people that hate on you, but watch you broke all your life, and then when you come up and you finally get somewhere, then everybody wants to bring you down. So, you know what I mean? At least with those people, they embraced us, you know what I mean? And they showed us mad love and didn't even know us but for 2 days. So, you know what I mean? I love it. I got everything to say about it. You know what? Because I'm going to be right here just like this. When y'all see me the next time, I'm going to be like this. Yeah! I'm the king of the world. Beautiful. man.
And what are you currently working on?
I'm actually working on my album. I'm working on my mix CD, which will be out the top of this year in January, and it's called Swerve on 'Em. Actually, I'm working on my album. Well, I have a ton of joints for my album, but you know, when you're making an album, you want to sort out, you want to listen and make about 100 joints and pick the best 20 out of the 100. You know what I mean? Because I'm a workaholic. That's all I do. I just want to work. Because, you know, after a while, you know, the work pays off, but you got to put that work in to really get somewhere with it. So I was built for this album, you know. And I'm in my mode. I'm ready to, you know, be out there. I'm ready to let the world know, you know, what's going on in this side, where we at.
Swerve. P. Bundy on the track. Hey,
I know you're looking for a change right now. The game looking kinda lame right now. Turn down the lights, feel my pain right now. Yeah, I got it off the chain right now.
I know you're looking for a change right now. Right now. The game looking kinda lame right now. Right now. Turn down the lights, feel my pain right now. Right now. Yeah, I got it off the chain. Hey, Chynk Show. Yeah, the world about to get to that. In the brick city, blowing 50 in them Cadillacs. Man, your guns go bang, mine's rat-a-tat. Once I get in the game for y'all niggas, it's a rap. Gotta get it to change and ball all across the map. Went from second string to the first.